Now, I know at the end of One World Under Doom, I said we weren't going to start anything new. We will only cover the stuff that we're already covering. But come on now. Weapons X-Men, a team that has Wolverine, Deadpool, and Cable? You know who's going to cover that. My name is Dorian. This is SEO Comics. We're starting our coverage of Weapon X-Men. But number one, our story starts off with Wolverine tearing through some old Sentinels, like way back in the day Sentinels. And after he tears through them, he comes across a dude named Kyber. Now, he's nobody special, like very low on the totem pole, but he did have adamantium in his components, and pretty much now it's all gone. Which, if you've been reading the Wolverine series, you know that he's dealing with that in his book. But if you want to know what's going on, we've been covering it. Link to the playlist will be in the description. Then we cut to Wolverine. He's in a bar. He's been telling the story to this dude who is drunk off his behind. And Wolverine's like, glad you listened. You don't remember a thing. He gathers things. He hops on the elevator. He's listening to some crazy elevator music. When all of a sudden, this green gas starts coming through the ceiling. To make matters worse, somebody blows up the pulley engine on the elevator, and he starts to free fall. And I guess he was pretty high up, because when it crashes into the lobby, there is a huge explosion. And then Wolverine gets out the elevator and goes, damn it, guess I gotta change hotels. So at his new hotel, Wolverine is taking a shower, drinking on something, when all of a sudden, Deadpool shows up and is like, don't forget to wash behind your ears. Wolverine's like, damn it, Wade, what do you want? And then he goes, is it me or does it smell like wet dog in here? Well, come to find out, the stuff that he was drinking is hydrogen peroxide. Reason being is whatever he inhaled is kind of messing with his healing factor, and he's trying to flush it all out. So then Deadpool's like, well, just to let you know, I heard through the grapevine that someone tried to punch your ticket. Wolverine's like, yeah, no genius. Someone's always trying to punch my ticket. Comes with the territory of being Wolverine. When all of a sudden somebody calls Wolverine's name telepathically, Wolverine goes outside his hotel. This big old huge helicopter being flown by Cable, and Cable's like, I already got time to explain, just get dressed. So the Wolverine in the helicopter, he's like, no more voices in my head, Summers. Just talk to me normal. Who's the target and how you tracking it? Especially since your one-eyed daddy got the only active cerebro. And then Cable's like, saying what I found you. I got eyes and ears everywhere. But then he's like, I don't know why he's here. Talking about Deadpool. And if you guys remember like the Cable Deadpool comic books back in the day, like those were some really fun comic books. Like, let me know in the comments if you remember reading Cable and Deadpool, and if you would like me to like cover it on the channel after we close some things out. Like, we got to stop some things before we add some things. Let me know in the comments. So the Wolverine's like, who are we rescuing and from where? And Cable's like, if I said it out loud, you might change your mind. But don't worry, we'll get there. But first, we need to make a quick pit stop to London. And they're there to recruit Chamber. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Zorn and Chamber had pretty much been used as props more than they've been used as characters. Like in Sins of Sinister, Chamber was like what they used as their engine to power their spaceships. And then like Zorn was killed instantly, but his head was used in a weapon that Myra X used to slice her way through the timeline. It's good to see these characters actually being used as characters again. Like Zorn is in the mainline X-Men book, which we're covering on the channel, and we see Chamber is in this. It's probably going to last like 5 issues, but hey, he's here. And of course, he's wondering what the hell Cable, Deadpool, and Wolverine is doing here. And they're getting straight to the point. Well, Chamber's like, all right, well, why don't we take this outside? Because, you know, I don't need everybody and their mama thinking that this is like a mutant convention. I'm thinking to myself, half of your face is gone and they don't know that you're not a mutant. So while they're outside, they finally get Chamber to agree to come along. And Deadpool's like, oh, this feels like a real team. This might be the greatest mutant strike force team ever. They might even call us Weapon X-Men. And of course, Wolverine is having enough of it. He's like, can we go now, please? So 2 hours later, Wolverine's put on his mask and is like, well, hope you guys got your shots because this place is extremely hazardous. Welcome back to Eastern Europe's favorite vacation spot, Latveria. So Deadpool's like, doesn't the guy who runs this place like also running the world right now? And Cable's like, calm down, we'll be fine. We're kind of far away from Doomsday anyway. Well, all of a sudden Wolverine goes heads up and there's a big huge explosion, and then we see his crater and one of Doom's cyborg guards is in the crater. And then they look around and there's a bunch of cyborg guards and they're all beat the hell up. So they're wondering what the hell happened to all these guards, and then finally they turn the corner and they see it's Thunderbird. So Deadpool's like, Thunderbird? I thought he was dead. And Wolverine's like, yeah, I was there when he died, but they brought him back from Krakoa. I better go try to talk to him since I'm the only person here that actually knows. So Wolverine walks up to him and Thunderbird caves his chest in, which is saying something because he's got the adamantium skeleton. And Wolverine is hurt. hurt. And Thunderbird's like, oh man, I didn't mean to. I'm like, whew, could have fooled me. So Thunderbird takes off. Wolverine, who can barely talk, like, look, I'll be fine, but you need to go after him. I'll catch up to you guys whenever I heal. And like I said, Wolverine is hurt, can barely talk. Cable and Chambers run after him. Deadpool says he's going to stay behind to look after Wolverine. So as Wolverine is still trying to catch his breath, Deadpool is monologuing along to the point to where he sounds like a villain. And then Wolverine's like, why do I think that you being here is not a coincidence, Wilson? As Deadpool pulls out a gun and shoots Wolverine in his left eye. I mean, all of it in his left eye. Left eye is just gone. So then Deadpool explains how he's the one who gassed him. He also is the one who dropped the elevator. And he just shot him with an adamantium bullet into his left eye because he needed it to get pretty deep, like damn near touching his brain. Wolverine goes to attack Deadpool when all of a sudden Deadpool pushes a button and that bullet has some kind of electric charge in it and pretty much fricassees Wolverine on the inside to the point to where he is done. So then we cut back to Cable and Chambers, and Cable's like, I need you to keep up the pace. And Chambers like, I wasn't counting on a foot race here. And then Cable sees Thunderbird. It's like, I need you to use your power to take him down. He was like, you sure about that? And Cable's like, look, I need you to use your power because in this crew, we're all one thing. We're a weapon. Now use it. And Chamber does. He gets a direct hit on Thunderbird, and then we see Cable drawing down on Thunderbird's like, all right, you need to start answering my questions here, John. Why are you in Latveria, and why you wrecking shop on Doom's bots? And then John's like, damn it, that's none of your business. I'm here for my destiny. So then there's an explosion, and Cable's like, did that come in that direction? Chamber's like, it did. They walk back, and Cable's helicopter is up in flames. And Cable's like, yep, looks like we got double crossed. So then we cut to Deadpool. He's in a weird aircraft. He got Wolverine tied up. And he's like, breaker, breaker, to my mystery man, who's also my benefactor. I am on my way and I have the package. And all of a sudden, we see the mystery benefactor is Baron von Strucker. Man, lately we're getting all the Nazis. Like, whew. Maybe Elon Musk has something to do with this.